Electrical Testing. صابر محمد, Faculty of Engineering, Fayoum University. Course contents: General System Testing Requirements, Single-Phase Auto-Transformer Site Tests, Three-Phase Transformer Site Tests, Synchronous Generator Site Tests. General System Testing Requirements. Introduction. The purpose of electrical testing on systems and their components is twofold. The first is to check the installation of the equipment and perform component and systems tests to ensure that when energized the system will function properly. بمعنى during testing والcommissioning أنا بعمل اختبارات عشان أتأكد إن عند إطلاق الطيارة على هذه المهمات تعمل بالشكل الصحيح أو المطلوب منها. The second is to develop a set of baseline test results for comparison in future testing to identify equipment deterioration. بمعنى إن أنا باخد منها الهيستوريكال داتا، أبص في كل اختبار على الاختبار السابق وأشوف مدى تدهور المعدة الديتيريوريشن، هل هي تعمل بشكل صحيح أم أنها في حالة تدهور أو حالة تقادم. The system should be initially checked for damage, deterioration, and component failure using specific component checks, inspections, and tests defined by the equipment manufacturer. بروح للمانيفاكتشرر واشوف ايه هي الاختبارات اللي هو عايزها للمعدة، سواء كان الانسبكشن فحص ظاهري او الاختبارات اللي جاية من المصنع. اختبر المهمات ضد الدمج او الديتيريوريشن او الفيلير لأي من مكونات النظام. Then the interconnection of the system components should be checked using de-energized and energized method. الاختبارات بتتم اما de-energized والمعدة لا تعمل، او energized والمعدة تحت اطلاق التيار او تعمل بشكلها الطبيعي. To verify the proper interconnection and operation of the components including on-off control، سواء كان الon-off control للمعدة أو system process interlocks، بتأكد من الانترلوك اللي موجود للنظام، and protective relaying functions، أجهزة الحماية وأدائها أثناء وجودها مع المهمات. Once the above tests are complete, the system can be energized and operational tests and measurements should be performed. General commissioning plan. There are management, economic, and technical requirements associated with every commissioning plan. Technical requirements for a commissioning plan can be stated as follows. A. Survey of system equipment. Typical drawings and their definitions are as follow. الرسومات والتعريفات المطلوبة للمهمات. Number 1. One line single line diagram. Block diagram represents a device or subsystems. Schematic elementary diagram. Number 4. Control sequence truth table diagram. Description of the contact positions, connections made for each position of control action or device. Number 5. Interconnection diagram shows only the external connections between controllers and associated equipment. Number 6. Wiring diagram, connection diagram locates and identifies electrical devices, terminals, and interconnecting wires in an assembly. Number 7. Circuit layout and routine diagram shows the physical layout of the facility and equipment. Number 8. short circuit coordination study, electrical power system data diagrams and drawings are needed during maintenance and testing of electrical equipment. General commissioning plan. B. List of critical system equipment, especially the single line diagram. A list of critical equipment and the order in which the item should be inspected, tested, and energized should be developed. Schedule. Number C. Steps for the test program will usually include field inspection and installation checks. The energized component testing, verify instrument and relay operation and calibration, visual check of all wiring, continuity checking of control circuits, energized functional testing of control circuits, measure testing of power circuits, test of power circuits, phasing, energizing of equipment, and the service testing. General commissioning plan. Number D. General definition of test steps prior to testing. Overall completion of installation should be verified including setting. تأكد المهمة ركبت ووضع عليها السيتنج. Check كمان الوايرنج. Check كمان الجراوندنج of the equipment. And check the conditioning of the overall area. Like clean, complete site to work in. أتأكد المكان اللي هشتغل فيه نظيف. Number 1. Field inspection and installation checks including inspection of impact recorders. أتأكد من الامباكت recorders أثناء النقل. Verification of removal of shipping pieces. أتأكد إن أشيل المعدة من الباكينج. بعد كده inspection of installation against drawings and name plates. أشوف الرسومات والنيم بليتس موجودة ولا لأ. inspection of component for damage and cleanliness. اتاكد ان المهمه ما فيهاش اي damage ونضيفه. inspection of insulator for cracking. اتاكد ان العوازل ما فيهاش اي نوع من الكراك العازل. inspection of anchorage and grounding. اتاكد من الجراوندنج. sizing check of fuse and breakers. تأكد من الايه السايز بتاع الفيوز والبريكرز. alignment and adjustment checks. اتأكد من الالاينمنت. mechanical operation and interlock checks. اتأكد mechanically والinterlock. lubrication application. verification of installation liquid or gas level or pressure. And verification that local safety equipment is in place. General commissioning plan. General definition of test steps. Number 2. De-energized component testing includes pressure and level checks, measure and insulation resistance testing of equipment and connections including grounds, turns ratio measurements, polarity tests, insulation liquid dielectric and moisture testing, power factor or displacement factor tests, over potential tests, contact resistance measurements, operation time travel analysis, battery and cell voltage measurements, charger or UPS uninterrupted power supply or generator current and voltage measurements, and equipment or system impedance or resistance tests. Number 3. Verification of instrument and relay operation and calibration, including verification of auxiliary device operation, calibration of instrument and relays, functional testing of individual instruments, gauges, alarms, relays, limit switches, and other components. General commissioning plan. Number D, general definition of test steps. 4, visual check of all wiring. Include visual inspection of all wiring against the schematic and wiring, both internal and external, and diagrams. 5, continuity checking of control circuits. Include continuity and voltage testing of all control circuits against the schematic diagram. Energized functional testing of control circuits. Include energizing of control circuits and checking all remote and local closed trip operations, protective relay operations, safety and interlock operations, and all process and communication operations. General commissioning plan. Number D, general definition of test steps. 7, measure testing of power circuits. Include measure testing of power, current transformer, and potential transformer buses and cables after connections. Number 8, phase out testing of power circuits. Include primary and or secondary injection testing for circuit impedance and polarity checks. Number 9, energizing of equipment. Include energizing of equipment in a specific order after all above testing is complete and evaluated. Number 10, testing. Include measurement of value and relationship of power, potential, and current on sources, buses, feeders, and neutrals in the power system. Number 11, post acceptance tests. Include ongoing maintenance and operation tests, corrective action tests, and deferred testing. General commissioning plan. Number E, reports, form, and records. Number F, special precautions and safety. Many tests on electrical equipment involve the use of high voltage and current that are dangerous. Test equipment. Number G, the equipment should be calibrated in good condition and used by qualified operators. Types of testing methods. Number 1, categories of tests: factory acceptance commissioning tests, routine maintenance tests, and special maintenance tests. Number 2, types of testing methods. The testing of electrical power system equipment involves checking the insulation adequacy, electrical properties, protection and control, operation, and other items as they relate to the overall system.